Hello guys, it's Janne.
I'm Marcus.
We're from Royal Sorrow.
And you're watching Loud TV.
So this is our first interview together. Welcome on Loud TV, and I have to say that this is the best surprise, of course, this year with this new album.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing album. Let us know what's your feeling with this tour with Leprous. This is the last day of the tour.
Yeah, pretty like mixed feelings. Of course, the tour has been amazing so far, and to kind of realize that this is now coming to an end, it's like, oh, we could continue a bit more, I think.
Yes.
What were you?
Yeah, obviously a bit tired because we've played 23 shows so far, and this is the 24th. So a lot of shows in a row, and it has really tested our stamina, but I think it's been a really good experience overall, and like the shows have been amazing, the audience has been fantastic, so yeah, really positive.
Yeah, I'd say we had high expectations and it's been still better than expected.
How the bodies are after a month on tour, so much pressure.
At least to me, that's one of the like better surprises that I've had. Is I was full on expecting to like halfway point be crippled, like we have to play tonight also, but like it's pretty normal. We've tried to be as active as we can. Of course, there's a lot of movement involved, a lot of sitting. So I guess the change in tempos throughout the day keeps you kind of awake, and then just trying to like be conscious of not like moshing too hard one night so you ruin the rest of the tour.
Yes, and your voice has kept that really well.
Yes, that's been a huge surprise.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I wasn't expecting like I'm gonna be so bad at the end of the tour, but to feel normal, that's a positive surprise.
I feel it in my hands and my back, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
So this is the longest tour.
Yes.
Of the band, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
actually, it's our first tour, like first European tour and first tour in general. So it's been a crazy experience, like as a first tour to support Leprous, who is one of our idols. So it's been amazing.
What was the most challenging thing on this tour?
I think it's everything not related to music.
Yeah.
At the start of the tour, it really felt like there was some sort of evil spirit chasing us. We had a lot of problems with our tour bus and trailer, and like it seemed that every free time that we had to be spent fixing something, and it ended up, I guess the most dramatic fashion was in the middle of Spain. The whole thing broke down, and we spent 8 hours in the desert trying to speak our best Spanish and trying to contact everybody during a Sunday holiday as well.
Yeah.
So there have been lots of like logistical and like arrangement things, and I'd say after that all the musical stuff doesn't feel challenging.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The way I feel the album, it's not a junior album. You are not new in the business or in the music, so where do you come from, all the guys in the band?
Yeah, so we've known each other for a really long time, like 15 plus years. I've known Eero, the bassist, since we were really like little kids, and we've played together since we were like 10 years old or something. So we have a really long experience playing together, but it's a new project, so I guess it kind of feels more mature than it is, and that's a good thing. Like we have honed our craft for a long time, and now it's paying dividends. So it's been a long time coming, but I feel Royal Sorrow has started off really well.
Exactly. Yeah. Feels really nice. I think over the years we've allowed ourselves to set the stage for ourselves, and when the time was right, we formed Royal Sorrow as a new thing to push 100%, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Any previous projects?
Yeah, exactly. We had previous stuff that we did together, more like starting as a hobby that started to become more and more serious over the years, and at some point we were kind of like sitting together, like whether we would like to take this to a more formal space, I guess. That's where the, I guess, ideas have flown into becoming Royal Sorrow after that.
Yeah, we did have a band before with Marcus and Eero, called Edge of Haze. So we released a couple of albums with that project. And then Tony joined as a new member this year for Royal Sorrow, so it's a bit of a new member as well in it. Yeah, new blood in the project.
And how to get signed on the Inside Out Music?
Yeah, we sent some of the previous band stuff over to Inside Out, and they really liked it, and they had some ideas, and we had some ideas to kind of move it to a different direction, and that's how Royal Sorrow came together. We wanted to have a fresh start, and yeah, it's that's how it came to be.
Exactly. I don't know how it is with all bands. I'm sure there are a lot of projects where the project and the branding of itself is more interesting than maybe the people. But I feel like for us, it was the opposite. The record label was interested in us as artists and songmakers and just people in general, and saw the potential from that. And kind of we were faced with the opportunity to take it to the next level from maybe a hobby project to something more serious.
Yes.
And Finland is the only heavy metal country in the world, so you can fail with a Finnish band.
Yeah, we're kind of blessed to be from Finland in a sense that we have so many like great bands and a great scene and a great reputation internationally as a metal country. So that has really helped us as well. Like that we have heard that a lot actually on this tour. That many people who like Finnish music have come to see us and been really positively surprised as well.
I feel the album incredibly diversified. It could be prog, it could be rock, it could be metal, it could be jazz, it could be everything. Or there is something that's.
I think overall we have passed the point of being interested about labels in general. We're not considering that much, or like not that concerned about what we call our music, other than maybe some marketing purposes. It's more like we're really satisfied with having arrived to a point where we're happy to just put all of our influences to the music, to find a coherent overarching story within the songs, but then not be afraid to try different things. And I think that shows a lot.
Yeah, we're interested in a variety of genres, so we really don't limit ourselves. Like we have to be something. We try to take influence from everything, and I guess it's alternative is the closest term to our music, but yeah.
Which is very surprising when I saw your setup, and the guitarist and the bass player, they changed their instruments.
That's
just for fun. Or?
Yes. Today we decided to have some fun because it's the last day of the tour, and we actually had our bus driver playing the drums in the last song as well. So yeah, that was for the fun. But generally we make a more serious sound check. But today was a bit of a funny ending.
The sound on this album is really huge. I feel sometimes some kind of maybe in the guitar tones of Vola from Denmark. I love this band
for sure.
Who did produce the album and anything to Vola?
No, we produced it ourselves entirely, and I think that's a point of pride for us, really. We have recorded the drums at Finvox Studios, and nowadays it's really cool how you're able to just send files over. The process led to us kind of just taking it on from there, and we've sat countless, endless days in our studios and even our bedrooms, just tracking the instruments and doing whatever it requires for the songs to be finished. But yeah, that's us only. But of course, we're all fans of Vola, so I'm not surprised if you find some sonic linkages to it as well.
And who did? So you did mix also?
No, mixing is by Rami Nykänen, our own Finnish guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you 100% satisfied with the result?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think so. I think that's one of the more important parts of having done music together for so long, is that we have learned to set realistic expectations of like what can we require from ourselves. We're all perfectionists, but over the years I feel like we've arrived into a nice place where we can set limits and we know what's actually important. And I feel like everything that we wanted for this record to achieve, we've done.
Yes, and we were happy to work with Rami, who we mentioned before. He's a really talented mixing engineer, and it was way easier because sometimes we have mixed ourselves and it has been like okay, but not there yet. But I think the production in this one is really good, and we're really happy with the result.
Yeah.
About the lyrics, do you write all the lyrics or?
All of us write, yeah, everything's done by ourselves. And it kind of depends on the song, who maybe starts with the idea. Usually it's like someone of us has a song idea that they're happy to share at some point. Maybe there's usually a lyrical idea or a concept linked to it already at that point. And at whatever time they're willing to share it with the others, that's when we start bouncing ideas together and co-writing. That's what we haven't unlocked before this project, and I think that's one of the more rewarding things that we uncovered during the making of this record.
Yeah, so this is the first record where we actually, everyone wrote the lyrics. So we've been working together, writing lyrics and the songs. So that was super fun to kind of bounce ideas with each other.
It's called Innerdeeps.
Yes, Innerdeeps, yeah.
So it means that you reveal yourself. Mm-hmm. And is it easy to reveal yourself? And I remember the very first Beartooth album, you know Beartooth from the USA? And on the very first album, it reveals everything on his own personality, his own demos. And so I was wondering about, as your point of view of artist, is it easy to...
That's actually the main idea behind the album, is to write as truthfully as you can about your feelings. Like that was the main concept, I think, like being truthful and kind of vulnerable as well. And I would say it's actually easier to be truthful than to kind of make up stuff. So you're also like making yourself vulnerable, but that's I think we're ready to do that.
Yeah, I think that was an important finding, is that we happen to be mentally in the same spot where all three of us were interested in describing or like going deeper into their own heads and minds and feelings and discussing it with the others. And that's where kind of the boundaries between what's songwriting and what's a therapy session kind of, I don't know, they get blurry, which is really nice, of course. We're such good friends that it doesn't matter if one session's result is one good sentence for a song, because it feels like a lot of times we uncover a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next after this tour? Some rest, I suppose?
Hopefully so.
Hopefully some rest, and then we are starting to write new music actually pretty soon, but no schedule yet for that. But then we have a Finnish tour coming up with Sonata Arctica in late January, so that's the next like gig life stuff. So yeah, we have a Finnish tour of 8 gigs with Sonata Arctica, and then hopefully some festivals in the summer which have not been announced yet, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So you're already in the... You mean as an athletic scene,
yes.
And you're going to run for your life, man?
Yeah.
We hope to keep the momentum running and keep the songs flowing, and yeah, it's a good vibe. This tour has been an amazing place to kind of showcase what we can do, but we also realized what we can do even better watching bands like Leprous and go up to play, and their setups and their songs and how they play live. And yeah, that's been super inspiring, and I think we're gonna use that in the studio.
Yes, can't wait.
As a singer, I know that Einar is doing some lessons. Mm-hmm. What can you learn from Einar's voice?
I think the most inspiring thing that I heard him say, or like, is realizing how casually he's able to approach such like grandiose things that he does. He was emphasizing like not overthinking the usage of your voice, and how overthinking is usually the key reason for many people ruining their voices or like losing your voice during a gig. It's been very satisfying following how he prepares for shows and like what kind of mindset or headspace he's in, and that sort of like relaxation is what I take from this tour with me.
Is the vocal preparation is very important for you, or I did an interview with Moonspell guys and Dr. Kuluti, and they said to me it's more in the head and the vocal preparation. So
yeah, I think it has to be a combination. You have to be physically and mentally ready, and you want to do the best so that you can just concentrate on living the moment on the stage. I don't like to think a lot about like technicalities during the show. I act a lot on impulse and instinct, and if you have prepared yourself to be free and ready, whether it's the voice or the mind, that's a really nice space to be in.
So you told me that you got already new stuff, new ideas. Is this tour could help you to write maybe more catchy? It's already catchy. It's not on your stuff. Would it change something on your ideas?
Yeah, I think we can really learn from Leprous, I think, but obviously try to keep it fresh and try to keep it our sound as well. But yeah, we've gotten some ideas like even before the tour, and hopefully we get to release them soon. I'm not sure about the timeline yet, but hope to release them soon.
Great. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks so much.
Kiitos.
Amazing time with you, and I hope you continue